G'day guys and welcome back to Quick Maths. Today we're going to talk about how to multiply and divide whole numbers by fractions, okay? It's really important that we get good at guessing what these answers are going to look like. It's a little bit hard to imagine what our final answer is going to be. So if we've got a good idea of how to get a rough estimate, it's just going to give us a lot of confidence that our answers are correct. So we're going to look at an example first just to visualize this. So let's say I've got a quarter of a circle here. Okay, if I've got a quarter and then I multiply that by 3, or I have this 3 times. In my next two circles, I've now got that 1, 2, 3 times. And we can see quite clearly that I've got 3 quarters, or 1, 2, 3 in each circle that's been broken up into 4 parts. We'll just see it again. In this one here, I've got 4 holes, okay, that have been broken up into 5. So this could be 3 over 5 times 4. So in each one of these holes, I've got 3 out of 5 boxes. So my total answer is I've got 12 boxes, or 12 of these fifths. So obviously we want to know a shortcut for this. So the rule is the whole number, right? The whole number just multiplies with the numerator, or the number at the top. The denominator stays the same, so you don't even have to worry about it, okay? The way that I like to think about it is that the whole number is becoming a smaller number. If I turn that 12 over 5 into a mixed numerals, that is 2 and 2 fifths. Obviously 2 is smaller than 4, so our whole number, when multiplied by a proper fraction, or a number less than 0, has become less, okay? There's a really easy principle as well for dividing by a whole number. So if I've got 4 of these objects and I want to divide them into fourths, okay, I want to divide them into fourths, what this question is really asking is how many fourths will there be? So this is pretty cruisy. We could probably see it quite quickly, but if I break each one of these into 4 equal parts, I've now got 16 parts, and that's the answer. So 4 divided into quarters is equal to 16. I'm just going to see one more. If I've got 3 circles and I divide each one into halves, so I'm going to divide them into halves. If I chuck this down, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 halves straight away. So my answer there is 6, okay? So there's obviously a shortcut here, and you might have been able to see how the whole number and the denominator work together. The way that I like to think about it is just you keep it, you change it, and you flip it. And what that means is that you keep the first number. The 3 stays the same. Change it means we go from a division to a multiplication, and flip it means we flip the fraction on its head. So 3 divided by a third would become 3, because we keep that, times, because we change that, and 3 over 1, because we flip it. 3 times 3 over 1 is 9 over 1. Anything over 1 is just itself, so that answer is 9. Okay, and the reason we can't just multiply the whole number by the denominator straight away is if we've got more than 1 as a numerator, and I'll show that in the next example. So here we've got 5 divided by 2 fifths. We keep the 5, we make it a times, we change it, and then we flip this to 5 over 2. That there is equal to 5 times 5 is 25 divided by 2. And that's your final answer. This one, if you have a look at it, is 12.5, or half of 25 is 12.5. So the way that I like to think about it is that the whole number becomes a bigger number, okay? It's broken into more parts, so you've got a higher whole number as your answer. This only happens when it's a proper fraction or less than 1, but it's still a really good way to know that you're on the right track. Thanks very much, guys, and I'll see you later.